Hello, good day. It's currently, I think, 2 something in the afternoon. Oh, let me check on the time. I like to know. Hold on. BRB. Ooh. So it's almost 3 p.m. and I'm getting ready to go have dinner with my best friend Jackie to celebrate her getting a new job and all that. So she doesn't know, but it's going to be on me. I'm going to buy our food and drinks for her. And I thought that I would do the wet look. I don't know if I've already attempted this on my channel, but I saw another YouTuber's video whose name I cannot remember. Her daughter's name is Lavender. The baby was so cute. It's sad. I don't remember her mom's name, but I remember the baby's name. Shoot, she's very, very, very light skinned. I cannot remember her name. Jeez, that's bad. I can't remember her channel name either. But sorry, I gotta put on some chapstick. This is the Mario Badescu lip balm. Love it. But I liked her technique and the way that she did hers, so I'm gonna try that now. So this is my hair freshly washed out of the shower with no product on it. I'm gonna show you the shampoo and conditioner I use because I love the way that they work. I use the Suave Professionals Almond and Shea Butter shampoo with their matching conditioner. I love the way that this made my hair feel. This is going to be my new go-to. I'm just going to keep repurchasing Suave shampoo and conditioners because they work so well. My hair is so soft. I could detangle. Like when I'm not deep conditioning, this is going to be my go-to for washing my hair. I've had a lot of hair fails the past 2 weeks and my scalp has not been cooperating, and I finally feel like I'm in a good place and that I'm not going to need to wash my hair for the 4th time in 2 weeks because of buildup and just in my scalp. I feel cleansed and refreshed and reset. So these are the shampoo and conditioner that I used. Love, love, love the way that these worked. So let's move on. But I can't remember the lady's name, but I love the technique that she used and the way that she did hers. So I'm going to attempt to do mine the exact same way that she did hers. So let's get started. We're going to need some tools. I'm going to use a rat tail comb to help me part. I have some aloe vera juice if I need to re-moisten my hair throughout this process. I'm going to use this brush to detangle further, even though my hair is pretty detangled. She used a Denman brush, I believe. Man, I can't remember now. I'm going to be using my 3-row comb if I want to add some definition, maybe. I don't know. And then we need hair clips and hair ties to section off the hair. I got 2 clips. And let's get a hair tie. And we need a brush, of course. My double-sided brush you'll always see me use to help slick it back. I'm going to use this on my edges, but we'll get there. I have a little edge brush. What else do I need? A hair tie. And I'm going to use this bigger hair tie. All right, let's get into it. So my hair is freshly washed. As you can see, there's no product in it. This is what my hair looks like with no product. Boom, boom, bam. Thank you, ma'am. That's what my hair looks like. I'm going to take the towel off because it's not super messy. So my hair naturally has a middle part. This is how it naturally kind of parts and divides on its own. So I'm going to use spray leave-ins. I find that when I use a gel, when you use a spray leave-in, it always mixes. So I don't want to take any chances because I've had so many hair fails lately. So we're going to use 2 different spray leave-ins. We're going to use the Eden Body Works Almond Marshmallow Therapy Leave-In Conditioner. This is a spray. And I'm going to use the Texture ID Intense Moisturizing Leave-In Conditioner, which is, they're both sprays because spray conditioners, like I said, always mix well with gels because they're liquid. So I'm just going to go ahead and just mist my hair in the 2 large sections with this one first. This is the Eden Body Works one. So while my hair is in these 2 big sections, I'm going to apply this one. Then I'm going to go in and kind of massage it in a little bit. And then I'm going to spray this side. And then I'm going to go in smaller sections with the Texture ID one. So I just spray it all over, and then I go in and kind of massage it in, and I can tell this part didn't get any on it. All right, so that's leave-in number 1 applied. Now I have low porosity hair. My hair is medium, lowish density, so I feel like doing a wet look will not be that hard for me, just based on like how my hair is, because I don't have, I know I have fine strands too, for the most part, fine to normal size strands. So now I'm in a section, and she started with a back section, so I'm just gonna, hopefully y'all can see, yeah. I'm just gonna part this back section with my hand. Gonna take the hair tie. She had a side part with hers. It was so cute. I just really like the way hers looked. And now I'm gonna go in with the Texture ID leave-in in the smaller sections. For no particular reason. I don't know, I felt like doing it this way. And I'm using different products than what she used, because I'm gonna use what I have. So I kind of sprayed on the roots first and work it kind of into the hair. And then I like to gather my hair to one side and really spray my ends with the leave-in. Since that's the oldest part of your hair, you want to really make sure that those ends, I'm getting some leave-in. And you can see it kind of has a little bit of definition, but not really. Now I'm going to take my Michael Mercer brush. I'm going to go in and detangle. Like I said, my hair is pretty detangled already, so it's really easy to glide through, as you can see. It's just gliding through my hair. So that's what we've got with just leave-in. And now we're going to add the gel. And the gel I'm going to be using is the Eco Style Cannabis Sativa Oil, Black Castor Oil, and Olive Oil Gel. I really like this one. I'm dripping, drip, drip, dripping. I'm going to take a generous amount. I'm going to go in and go ahead and just rake this through the hair. Right on top of those leave-ins. And you can see how it clumps up and gets defined. And my hair is super detangled, which is why I'm able to go through it so fast. Hello, good afternoon. So that's kind of a key, I feel like, to this style, is making sure your hair is thoroughly detangled before you get started. And for her technique, she didn't really slick the roots in the back yet. I'm going to apply a little bit more to the roots, but just a tiny bit. So this section is, oh, she did shingle it a little bit. I'm not really, y'all know, I'll be doing all that shingling. But that's what that looks like. It's nice and defined. Moving on to the next section. I don't even need the 3-layer comb, so I don't feel. I'm going to do another back section. When did you get a what? A nose ring? Well, I don't know what the question is. I got my nose ring when I was 17, if that's the question. I don't know what the rest of the question is. All right. Piercing by lip. I've been having this since I was 18 years old. All right, so I'm going in with that Texture ID leave-in. And since this is towards the inside of my hair, I feel like this part doesn't get as moisturized, so I'm going to really go in and really spray it down in this section. You see it builds up on my finger a little bit too. So I apply a lot in the inner parts of my hair. And then I'm going to grab it to one side. I typically just pull it to the side and go in on the ends. And then just work that in, detangling with the brush. You can see it just glides right through because I already detangled in the shower. And you notice I like to brush from the top and underneath. I like to do the under part of the hair and brush over the top of the hair. All right, now that that section is moisturized, taking Eco Style Gel. I'm going to take a little bit more because the section's a little bit bigger. I'm just going to, you know, just glop it on. Glop it right on in there. Then I go in and I just rake it through. Rake and smooth, rake and smooth, rake and smooth. It's the name of the game. And if it mixes with that bottom section, that's fine at this point. Just raking and smoothing. Raking and smoothing. All right, for this section, since we're getting closer to the top of my head, I'm gonna go in with more gel, a little bit more, a lot bit more, and I'm actually gonna start to smooth the roots because we want it to lay. I'm kind of already getting to my edges. I don't know, these little pieces on the side, sometimes they like to just come down. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply some gel to them too, since they're already out here trying to be with the rest of my hair. Just gonna pull those back behind my ear for now. We'll come back to it. But I'm just smoothing with my hand at the roots. You can see it's laying pretty flat. And then for my ends, I just finger comb and smooth. All right. So now we're gonna move to the sides. I'm gonna do a side part like she did, but we're gonna start with, actually let's start with this side. I'm gonna put the part on this side. I'm gonna take a smaller section now that we're getting kind of to the front of my hair. I'm not even using my clips, how funny. Spraying it with the Texture ID leave-in. Oh, I always get my face a little bit, that's okay though. Working that in, then we're gonna spray the ends to make sure they are moisturized. Michael Mercer brush. Glides right on through. And that's what that looks like without the gel, going with Eco Style gel. And now I'm really gonna focus on getting my roots nice and flat because we're at the front of my hair. Whew. All right. And she just like slicked it back towards behind her ear, and I like the way that looked. And then she took the rat tail comb and she kind of smoothed it with the comb. And since my hair is so detangled, it glides right through. The thing is though, you don't want to go all the way through to your ends because that can add frizz. So don't go all the way through to your ends, just like kind of stop at like ear level. And she just slicked it back just like that. Cool. We're gonna continue on, and I'm actually gonna make the part. So I like to part my hair on this side. This is the right side of my head. Let's see, I'm gonna go at an angle. Yeah, let's go at an angle. I'm gonna go ahead and figure out how I'm gonna part my hair. I'm gonna kind of veer off to the side. I have Lizzo stuck in my head. All right, we'll do this little section next. Ooh. And take my clip, it over. All right, we're gonna do this whole section right here. Texture ID. Wow, my hair feels so soft. It feels so good. Thank you, Lord. I feel like we're finally gonna have a good hair day. Spraying the ends, working that in. Finger detangling. Michael Mercer brush, as you can see, just glides right on through because the hair has already been detangled in the shower. Eco Style gel, and the closer I get to the front, you'll see the more generous I am with the gel. Y'all see that shine it adds? It adds that nice shine. Shining, 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 yeah. And then I'm gonna smooth it on back, smooth it on back. Taking the rat tail comb, and we're gonna really make sure that's nice and smooth. And I kind of like to finger comb through the ends at that point. Smooth it on back, shellac it back, because this is the wet look. Okay. All right, we're doing well. This is going quite well. Now I'm going to do this little kind of middle-ish section, and we're really going to focus on spraying it down with the leave-in, because this is the part of my hair I feel like gets neglected because it's on the inside of my hair. If you know what I mean, y'all know what I mean. So I'm really going to make sure that leave-in really gets on there, and then the ends, really work it in, work it in. Detangling further. Yes, yes. That's what those curls are looking like. Look at that curl poppage with just the spray leave-ins. Okay. Okay. Going in with gel. This part of my hair is the kinkiest, coiliest right in the crown. So I like to add even more gel in this area as well. Really focusing on smoothing, smoothing, smoothing. Now that we're towards the crown, really smoothing that down at the root. The root. Okay. If you need to add more gel, go ahead. I'm going to add more up here. Really smooth it with my hand first, and then if you need to reinforce with the comb, you can. Okay, once we get above the ear, that's where you really want it to be nice and smooth. Yeah, this is coming out very well. I do say so myself. All right, we're gonna move on over to this section. And I'm just gonna go in little layers. I can do a bigger layer than that. As you can see, this doesn't really take that long. Well, I don't have super thick hair. If you have thicker hair, good luck, bruh. Good luck to ya. I don't have thick hair, so this is easy breezy breezy lemon squeezy for me. Really make sure to moisturize with the spray leave-in. Working that in. Work it, work it, work it in. She working it, and curls don't know how to act. Curl poppage for you. Curl poppage for you. All right, we're just massaging that in. Look at this. This is already like popping up. That's okay though. And then we're brushing with the brush. So that's just with the spray leave-in. You can see the curls start to kind of define a little bit. Adding the gel. Remember, more generous because we're towards the front now. Really focusing on that root area. And the ends. I'm just raking this smoothly. I don't even need my 3-layer comb, honestly, for definition. I feel like when I add gel to my hair, it just naturally defines very well the curl. All right. So you can see these roots are like puffing up. We don't want that, so taking the comb, we're gonna go in and attack the roots. And I'm gonna finger comb down to the ends and just smooth with the hand. We're gonna do a lot of smoothing and then finger combing. When you abruptly stop with a comb, you can kind of make the part where you combed in the ends like look a little frizzy, that little section. So just make sure that you re-smooth and re-finger rake to get it smooth again. So this is what we have so far. Yes, I'm in a like spinning chair. All right, so we have this section left, and then we'll go on and do the edges and all that because she made hers look real fancy and look really, really cute. I wish I could remember her name. Jeez, I'm gonna have to probably get my computer and look it up if y'all really want to know whose tutorial I'm inspired by and kind of following their technique. I'm just gonna go ahead and spray this whole section with the leave-in because I'm getting impatient now. Once I get to like this top part, I get impatient with my hand. I'm just like, all right, I just want to be done. Spraying the ends on this side. Working it in. This is also the part of my hair that is the most problematic. This middle center chunk is the most problematic section of my hair. It just doesn't want to act right a lot of the time. It wants to act up, but I need it to act right. All these musical references. Ha 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 ha. So we just apply the gel. You can see how it just curls right on up. Curls right on up. Look at that. This is what you don't want. You see how it's like lifting? No, no, no. We need it to lay and look like the wet look. So when that happens, I just go in and add more gel. Smoothing, smoothing, and then we're gonna go in with that comb. Okay, every new layer you add, you have to go back in and reinforce. Remember stopping about right at the ear with the combing and then finger rake to connect the two sections from kind of smooth and slicked back to the curly ends. All right, all right, all right, all right. Amand. Last section, and then we'll do the edges and like final touches. I'm gonna make sure I get these ends. This problem is really problematic. This section of my hair, it's just a hot mess. And I just watched, geez, what is her name? Finally Amber's channel. She's talking about why this part of your hair like might be looser or straighter if you pull it back a lot. And I am one of those people who pulls my hair back into low ponytails a lot. Y'all know that's like one of my signatures. And I love a puff. So the curl pattern right here it's a little bit different than the rest of my hair. I'm sure you can see. It's a little bit looser. More schwavy. That's fine though. Gonna take the gel. Something just fell over. That's okay. Gonna really smooth it. And this section of my hair is shorter as well. So did I cut bangs a while ago? I don't know. This section is shorter, as you can see. We're just gonna, you know, work it in and then shellac it on back with everything else. Wet look. All right. Taking that comb and I know I say don't comb through the ends, but for this little top portion, I kind of feel like I need to on this side, especially since the hair is shorter. All right, I'm kind of angling it back a little bit as well for the look. All right, if there's any pieces that have frizz or that you feel like aren't gonna hold, just go in and add a little bit more gel. You can see I'm just smoothing it, raking, finger combing. All right. And now I'm gonna go in with the brush, going in with the soft side. Just gonna go ahead and reinforce this top part, going down to about the ear. Over here, I'm gonna use the hard bristles just a little bit because there's more hair on this side, so I feel like it needs a little bit. I'll go over here too. A little bit more heavy duty brushing. What is this right here? I feel like there's hair on the wrong side. What is this? What is happening? Yep, there's one curl that made that look a little off. All right, so once you get to this point, you're basically done. But if you want to be fancy and do your edges and all that, you can, which is what I'm about to do. But this is basically the look while it's still damp, of course. I didn't even reapply any aloe vera juice or water or anything. I prefer to work on my hair when it's like damp, not totally soaking wet. All right, so she took out some pieces on the side, like near her ear, like little curls. So I'm gonna do that. I'm literally gonna copy exactly what she did. So I'm gonna take out some little curls. I don't like to take out too much. And take out little pieces. And curl there. A little curl over here. Yeah. I'm just gonna coil those. I normally like hook them under my ears so they can stretch a little bit. Oops, didn't mean to comb this. All right, and then, ooh, this one does not want to stay. Let me add a little bit more gel to this. These little things. And I'm gonna hook it under my ear. There we go. That's how I get it to kind of stretch out a little bit. Adding a little bit more gel to it. And I'm like coiling it, twisting it around. I'm gonna hook it under the ear to get it to stretch some. All right, I got a big old egg head. Yes, I do. I got a big old egg head. Yes, I do. Okay, my head isn't really big. My forehead is large, but it does look like an egg when I slick my hair down, which is okay. It's whatever. All right, so now we're gonna work on the edges. So I'm just gonna take this comb and I'm going to basically back comb and see whatever little baby hairs come out. You can see we're not looking for full grown hairs, we're looking for baby hairs. And I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. Ooh. This section always has like some longer pieces that come out and it really annoys me because I'm like, I didn't ask for all that. This side is just extra. We'll work with it, okay? So that's all I'm gonna take out from the flock. And I'm gonna go ahead and use a little bit of edge booster. I find that edge booster layers really well with any eco gel that I use. I'm just gonna kind of just throw it on there at first, and then we'll actually go in and be like fancy and official and like make things happen. Just like to apply a little bit first before I even get started like actually styling said hairs. Taking the dual-sided edge brush, taking the comb side, we're gonna get started with adding some things. I cannot speak. Adding some like curls and swirls. Remembering to not mess with this little piece right here. That should be hooked under my ear. All right, well, my dog is barking. This side is done. All right, on to this side. And I'm using the comb side. I feel like I'm honestly, I hate doing this side because too much hair comes out. I'm just like, this side just does the most. I'm just gonna kind of put it all back with the rest of my hair and then see if I can get, it's never as pretty as the other side. And that's okay, you know, we're just gonna live with it. It's never as like fancy because more than just actual baby hairs come out. It's like all my hair wants to come out. When you have too much, it's just, you know, too much is too much. And this little section always just like never wants to stay down. Like this side, that looks pretty. This side just looks meh, which is okay. I'm actually just gonna brush it all back. I'm gonna try this again and see if only actual baby hairs come out. Okay, I think I can work with this. I know as soon as I start to get started, like more wants to come out and join. But we don't want all the hair. I feel like that looks stupid. Like, I don't know, this side, I can never, you know, finesse it really. Like it just doesn't want to cooperate. It literally does not want to cooperate. You know? Yeah. I'm like, I wanted to match the other side to an extent. Okay. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Ish. And I also can't really see because I'm really far away from the mirror. The mirror is a whole, like, probably about 3.5 feet away from me. That's okay though. Okay. This looks interesting. I just added some more. I'm about to be done with this. I still don't like the way this looks. What if I just do this little piece? Maybe that will help. Okay, that's good enough for me. I'm gonna take the brush and just smooth some of the other places down with this smaller brush. And now it's just time to let this set and dry. The middle is already drying, so the middle is shrunken up and the sides are like still dangling because I've been putting gel on them and smoothing them. But yeah, this is my completed wet look. It is gonna dry. I'm gonna do my makeup now and transition to that so you guys will be able to see the process of how it dries. I believe she used like wrapping paper to like hold it so that it would stay down. I think I'm just gonna put on, is it even in here? I was gonna put on my do-rag, but my do-rag isn't in here. I don't know where it is. That's okay. I think it'll be fine if I just leave it like this. So I'm just gonna leave this to dry just like this. There is a little bit of frizz in some areas and that's okay. You can just go over it with gel to smooth it down if you'd like. I'm just gonna literally leave it just like this. And I'm gonna let it dry. All right. Let me close up some of the items I've used. I'm not gonna put them away. Oh. Get that cap back on. I was gonna use a little bit of my serum, but I don't feel like I need it. The hydration serum. My hair feels very hydrated, soft. All right. I'm gonna put my tools away though. The hair tools, because that's easy. That I didn't even use. That I didn't even use. All right, let's transition into makeup now. I'm gonna do something simple. I just have dinner with her and then I have Bob class. I'm gonna wash my hands because of all the hair gel and hair products. Grab my towel so I can dry my hands off. Yeah, this is gonna come out cute. give y'all 360. Okie doke. Let's move on to makeup. Gonna take my little makeup eraser towel and remove some of the gel that came a little bit lower on my head, around my forehead, to make sure that I don't want to put foundation and stuff on top of that, and moisturizer and primer. Okay. Yeah, the middle is drying, the ends are not, because it's like, I'm slang. I need these sides to dry up. Okay. Makeup. My face is freshly cleansed in the shower. And now we need to moisturize and sunscreen. Do I want to tone? I don't know, I skipped it a little bit on the drier side because I've been breaking out and trying to treat my breakouts. So I'm going to skip toner. I'm just going to go right in with primer and sunscreen and moisturizer all in one. So something I've been doing is mixing my sunscreen with my primer, and I really like the way that works. I'm also going to mix in 1 pump of the Urban Skin RX moisturizer and sunscreen. So I'm going to do 1 pump of this. It's like a little dot. Let me do 2 pumps. It's really small. 2 pumps of that. And that has SPF 30. I'm going to do the Neutrogena Clear Face Liquid Lotion Sunscreen. This is SPF 55. I'm going to put in about the same size amount. It's way more liquidy. And then for primer, I'm going to mix in, I don't know what foundation. Did I decide on a foundation? I'm gonna mix in my, let's do the ColourPop All-Star Matte and Blur. These three mix really well together. And I'm gonna do the biggest part of the primer. And it's like a light pink shade. Hopefully y'all can see. No, you can't really see. It's a light pink. And then I just mix it all together with my finger. And then I just go in and slather it onto my face. And I also make sure to put this on my neck and the back of my neck, since I turn the back of my neck to the sun. Oh, this little curl. And you'll notice that I kind of stop right here because my neck is darker than my chest and my face. So I need this part to get a little more tan, so we can be more even. And then I'm gonna go in. And blend it onto my face. And I find this way it doesn't really ball up as much. And it's just like everything all in one. And my face doesn't get like as greasy or oily. I feel like when I layer each one individually, my makeup doesn't last as long and it's more prone to like balling up, peeling off, just not looking as good. When I mix them all together and apply it as one, those things don't happen. I'm also going in and like pressing it into my skin, making sure I go over my ears. All right. So now my skin is now moisturized, primed, and protected from the sun, as well as my neck. All right, for foundation, we're gonna mix one newer foundation that I haven't shown you guys yet on camera with one that I love in a new shade that I haven't shown. Someone from Dallas keeps calling me and it's really annoying because I don't know who it is. So I'm gonna mix the Fenty Pro Filter Soft Matte Foundation in the shade 430 with, I'm shaking it up. Shaking it up, shaking it up. The Il Makiage foundation in the shade 230. This is their Woke Up Like This foundation. I wore this for the first time yesterday. And I really liked the way that it wore on my skin, but I noticed once it was done, like it kind of emphasized my pores, which usually doesn't happen to me. So I'm gonna mix the two together and see what happens today. And you'll see a clear color difference between them. They're both in frosted glass. So I'm just shaking both of those up really well. Is my sponge even ready? No. Let me clean this sponge really quick. I'm not even gonna clean it all the way. I know that's bad, but let me get some of the product out of it. It's a brand new Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. I think that's what it's called. I've only used it like 3 or 4 times total ever in its lifespan. So that's what that looks like. I washed it decently. Yeah, you know, not the best, but for the sake of time. All right, so I'm gonna go in with, and these are both like medium buildable coverage. I feel like this one though is a true medium. I've come to realize I like my foundations to be truly medium buildable or just straight up full coverage. So we're gonna go in with 2 pumps of this. 1, 2, and then 1 pump Fenty. 1. And that's what that looks like on the skin. And I'm gonna take the sponge and kind of blend the two together. And then press it in. Let me get my hand mirror now that we're doing makeup so I can see. And we're gonna do half my face with that much, with 3 pumps of foundation, which is a lot. So you can kind of see the difference. See, it's darker than my skin. I feel like the Il Makiage is a little bit, I don't know, it's a little off. So I thought mixing it with the Fenty would help it out. It helped a little bit. It's not bad, but it's just not quite exactly right, but it's not off enough for me to be like, ew, I'm never gonna wear this. And with this, I still get a very solid medium coverage. Thank you. Oh, I have like a hair in my mouth. It's probably dog hair. I get a solid medium coverage. You can still see my imperfections peeking through, which I don't like, but I'm not going to add any more foundation. I'm just going to use some pressed powder foundations to help build up the coverage. So 2 pumps Il Makiage, 1 pump Fenty. 1, 2. And then 1. I'm gonna mix the two together on my face. I'll go ahead and blend it out. I don't think I'm gonna do any concealer today. As y'all know, I've been dabbling, dipping and dabbling in the concealer a little bit. Oh yeah, there's a hair on my eyeball. I was like, why is my vision blurry? I'm glad I don't have super sensitive eyes, or is that mucus? Like a strand of mucus? There's something on my eyeball though. But you know, I'll be alright. I can still see for the most part. I'm just really taking the time to press this into my skin. And I'm lightly going around and a little bit over my edges. And then always make sure you get this area because you don't want a floating line. So that's what that looks like on the skin. I feel like the color really matches my body. The weather is beautiful. I'm going to dinner with my best friend. I think we're going to eat somewhere outside in Baxter Village area, in Fort Mill, TUK area over there. And then I have Bible class. That's all. I walked my dog. And I finished cleaning out the inside of my car today. Those were my 2 outdoor activities so far. But yeah, it is beautiful outside today. Alright, so that's it for foundation. You can still see my imperfections peeking through. Like I said, both these foundations are very much a medium coverage. I can build the Fenty up, but we use less Fenty than the Il Makiage, so. I don't know, I'm still trying out this Il Makiage foundation. I'm like, I don't dislike it, but I don't know. This is only day 2 trying it, and first time mixing it. So that's it for foundation. Put these back where they go. And now we're gonna set my face. And since I'm going to be outside, I'm like just getting all the powders ready. Since I'm gonna be outside, I'm just gonna use my, why is this still here? Like there's this notification on my phone. Wow, all the notifications and text messages. I'm gonna use the Pretty Vulgar powder. This is their Powder Room Matte About It Translucent Setting Powder. I'm gonna use this to set my face. Just a little bit of that. I'm just gonna use my big flat top. This is supposed to be for foundation, but I like to use it for powder as well. I like rotate and tap off the excess so that it gets equally distributed onto the brush. I just go in and press the powder into the skin to set. I'm setting my eye area first, and then I kind of go in heavy on my forehead because I get oily and shiny there. Whatever's left over, I just start going in on the rest of my face. My under eyes are drier, so I like to use a little bit less powder there. Everywhere else, I just literally just dip and just, you know, go in. And like I said, I'm patting this in. We don't sweep and swipe and swirl over here. I'm gonna go in with more on the sides of my nose and on my pore area right here next to my nose. So I noticed with this Il Makiage foundation, it started to, those pores started to like pop out at the like 6 hour, 8 hour mark of wearing it. Kind of emphasized the pores once I started to get a little oily. But up until then, it looks super pretty and smooth and flawless and poreless. So I don't like to waste. I'm gonna go back in any powder that's left over in the cap. Just gonna take down my neck. All right, we're done with translucent powder. Gonna move on to pressed powder. For my pressed powder, I'm gonna use the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Matte Powder Foundation in the shade 7W1 Deep Spice. My hair is starting to get a little frizzy. I love this powder foundation. It is such a pretty shade. I'm just gonna go in and press this into the skin. I'm like swirling my brush in it to pick up a lot of product. I'm gonna tap it into the skin. I'm gonna start on my cheek area because that's where I need the most coverage. I'm just gonna go over. The perimeter of my face. Perimeter, I can't speak. Perimeter, I need to articulate. I'm not gonna go right up under my eyes. I'm gonna go all over the sides of my nose though, and over my eyebrow area and my whole forehead. But I'm gonna avoid right under the eyes so that area stays slightly brighter in tone. And I also don't need coverage towards the center of my face like I do the perimeter, because that's where all my scars are. Hopefully y'all can see the difference between the two sides. Like this side's a little bit warmer, this side just not as aesthetically pleasing. Not bad, just not as good. I'm using the same pressing it into the skin technique. Making sure I go over my mouth to my upper lip, because I have hyperpigmentation there. My lip is darker. Also, with all these powders, what it does, it just gives you a really smooth, matte finish, which is what I like in a foundation. A smooth, matte finish. Especially since I know I'm gonna be outside in this heat. Even though it didn't feel super hot today, it just felt nice and warm when I was out there. That could have changed though since the last time I stepped outside. I'm just building up the coverage with the powder by pressing it in. Like I said, avoiding the under eyes, like directly up under my eyes. Now my imperfections are like hardly seen through. Now like you can just barely see them, so that did help add a little bit more coverage. All right, so foundation is done. Now we can move on to the extra stuff that you do to your face. The extra stuff. Like bronzer, I'm gonna put on a little bit of Hoola bronzer, and I'm just gonna put it on my cheeks. I've been liking, when I do like my edges and stuff, I try not to, and like when I freshly do them the first day, I try not to put like any bronzer stuff up here, just because they're still in the process of setting. So I'm just gonna focus this bronzer on my cheeks, and I'm using a Christian Siriano brush. It's like a fluffy brush, and I really load it up and pack it on, and I just tap it on, and then I will sweep and swirl a little bit. And I like the size of this brush because it not only gets in the hollow, but it actually gets on my actual cheekbone, and I personally like the way that looks when it comes to bronzer, because it's almost, since I'm not going to wear blush, I don't think today. Am I going to wear blush? Do I want to wear blush? If I wear blush, I'm not going to wear highlight. So yeah, let's do that. I'm going to wear blush, and it helps to mesh the blush and the contour, in my opinion. So that it's not like three stripes. Everything kind of seamlessly flows together. So I also feel like it helps to lift the face when you put a little bit of your bronzer on the actual cheekbone and not just in the hollow. So that's why I like this size of brush and this shape of brush, like it's round and fluffy. I'm gonna tap a little bit on my temple though. It's in the temple area, but I'm not gonna go over the top of my forehead, just in this temple area right here. Yeah, that looks really pretty. And then with whatever's left over, I'm gonna take some on the side of my nose to add the warmth there as well. The side / my whole nose. Nice. I love it. This Hoola Toasted, it works really well. And if my foundation wasn't as dark as it is, like it's still a little bit dark, but I don't think it looks bad. You can see it even more, but it works. I love this bronzer. Next, we're gonna do blush. We're skipping highlight today. And for blush, let's go with this Alamar Cosmetics palette. It's their Colorful Blush Trio, and this is the Dark to Rich Trio. And this is what I got in one of my BoxyCharms, I think a month or 2 months ago, and I love this blush palette. It is so pretty. I mean, look at those colors. That is just so deep, dark skin friendly. This is beautiful. Like, I just look at this palette and I'm like, wow, it's so pretty. I'm gonna use this shade called Candela, this last one. It's like a reddish color. And I'm using an e.l.f., not an e.l.f., I always want to say e.l.f., an Ulta Beauty blush brush. I love this. brush for blush, and I tap it on. Whoa, that's a lot. It's very pigmented, so tapping it on, and then I kind of sweep a little bit. Wow, it's so pretty. I keep getting like dog hair in my mouth. I like feel it on my lip. Okay, let me stop looking crazy, because my students do watch me, but they already know I'm crazy. If I taught you, just kidding. Just kidding, let me not get extra. You also know that I'm kind of extra sometimes, occasionally, you know, just a little bit. So pretty. I love this blush. It's so pretty. And I just feel like everything kind of blends together with the bronzer when I apply it, like more on the cheekbone. Like I feel like everything just, you know, comes together really nice. So now the face has color to it, some dimension to it. That's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to highlight today. So now let's go on to brows. Geez, pet hair. For my brows, ooh, that's not what I use. I'm using the MAC Shape and Shade Brow Tint. Y'all already know this is what I normally use for my brows. My hair is drying quite nicely. This whole wet look. This might be a new wash and go technique. Because as the lady said in her video, the one who I followed her technique, she was like, this is a great way to transition to like low ponytail, 2 ponytails, if you want to add hair in, you know, like for even bigger, longer, more dramatic low ponytail, because your hair at the top is like already slicked back. So you can transition to several different styles. This edge is already curling up. Like my edges lay, but they also lift kind of easy. Like once they're secured, they're secure. But if they're not always secure, they just curl right on back up, and that really annoys me. And this side lays better, even though this side of my hair is a little bit kinkier than this side. This side is more, it's a little bit less kinkier than the right side of my head, the left side. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more edge booster and fix that, because it's gonna get on my nerves if I leave it throughout the video. Okay, we fixed it. Anywhere else lifting? This little piece always lifts. Right up here, this never likes to stay. Okay, hopefully that'll stay now. The end of it is still just flying in the wind, but it's okay. All right, I fixed that so it won't be a distraction. Let's go ahead and do the brows. Do the brows. Do your brows. Do your brows. I don't know why songs are just in my head. I don't know, I have like camp themed songs in my head, like camp melodies from songs stuck in my head right now. Maybe because I was looking at pictures of the Palmetto Bible Camp on Instagram. All right, MAC Shape and Shade Brow Tint in the shade, what is the shade? Stud. It's the darkest shade. Now it's so quiet. The Lord must be with me today, because I'm kind of breezing through this, which is not usually how it goes. He's always with me. Let me rephrase that. He's with me when it comes to do my brows. He's giving me some extra support. Also, tomorrow, I'm planning to go see one of my brothers in Christ to get sworn in as an attorney. So that's exciting. I'm super excited for him. Like, wow, that's a huge accomplishment. Like, he already has his bar number and everything. Or maybe, no, his lawyer number. I don't know the correct term. His attorney number. I don't know. Well, he's officially a lawyer, but he's getting sworn in. You know, they do like a special ceremony tomorrow in Charlotte. So I plan to go if I don't have to meet up with this lady from church as well to a conference with her about helping her this summer with her children, giving her some support. You know, it's hard out here in the streets. Her husband travels a lot. And I was like, you know, I'm free this summer. Let me offer my services and help. So I'm going to meet up with her tomorrow. I don't know if she wants me to come over for dinner. We didn't really solidify a time. So if I'm not at her house, then I will be at his ceremony. And that's it for tomorrow. I need to finish cleaning out my closet because, you know, that after that spider though has me so shooken up. I don't even want to go through all the clothes in the closet and like pick them up off the floor because I'm scared there's gonna be another spider. Okay, eyebrows. I certainly will. Like, we're so proud of him. His name is Ramon. So shout out to Ramon for, you know, passing the bar. That's not easy. Becoming a lawyer. Like, he's legit. Like, we're just really happy for him. He's not sure what he's going to do yet with it, but he has it and he has options. All right, so that's the brows. That's the brows. These are the brows. It actually came out pretty symmetrical today and relatively quick. For eyeshadow, what do I want to do for eyeshadow? We're gonna keep it simple. Let's see. What's a palette I don't use often that's not available at Ulta? I try to use things that are not available at Ulta when I don't work at Ulta. Because when I'm working there, I want to wear products that people can pick up in the store. They're like, what's on your eyes? I say it's right over here. So let's do a little throwbacky back. Or do I want to use, I love both of these. I'm choosing between Colored Rain palettes right now. I could use the Queen of Hearts, which would be a throwback, or I could use the Safari Rain, which I love. I love both of them. I love the Safari Rain more, which I just dropped, because it's more green, and green's my favorite color. Ooh, Amazon Basin. That's like calling my name right now. Sorry, I'm like scratching the inside of my nose. That's really pretty. That's newer, but this one, not really feeling this one as much, even though it is really pretty. All right, let's do the Safari Rain palette from Colored Rain, which I hope they put Colored Rain at Ulta. I want to speak that into existence. Colored Rain, please become available at Ulta, because this is a great brand. This brand is amazing. My hair is drying, but it's getting frizzy on the sides, just like hers did. So funny. All right. We're gonna use this palette, Safari Rain. I'm sure you've already seen it. I still have the plastic on my mirror. This is what it looks like. It is so pretty. Green is my favorite color, but we're gonna do more of a neutral look with this today. And I really want to use the shade Amazon Basin all over my lids. That just sounds delicious. And we'll use Clay and Matriarch. So the three shades we're going to focus on are Clay, which is going to be our transition. Amazon Basin, which is going to be our lid shade. And then Matriarch, which we're going to use to add definition and deepen up the crease. Those are the three shades we're going to use to create our look today. Let me grab a blending brush. This is the Sigma Diffuse Crease E38 brush. I really, really like this. Let me take the plastic off the mirror so I can use the palette mirror. I'm gonna take the shade Clay. That's gonna be our transition. I'm gonna put that into the crease. Using this diffuse to crease a brush. It's a nice orange brown, way more orange than brown, like 80% orange, 20% brown. Really pretty. And I'm layering it up so that it can be seen. Bring it all the way in. And I have a Go Noodle song stuck in my head. I haven't done Go Noodle in so long, but some of the songs get stuck in my head. I feel like just songs in general get stuck in my head, but that's everybody. I'm also like a music teacher, so I feel like it affects me just a little bit harder than the rest of the world. A little bit more intensely. This shade is so pretty. It's subtle but beautiful. Peanut butter in a cup. All right, so I have that transition in there. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and go with the lid shade and then no, I should go with Matriarch next. Let me stay with the matte. I'm gonna use the same brush and go into Matriarch, which is that really deep, deep, deep matte brown. Doesn't even look like I've ever used it. Oh yeah, this is really, really dark. So I'm just gonna kind of use this brush and stamp it on where I want it. So I don't want to add too much and blend too much, and then it ends up where I don't want it. So I'm stamping it on the outer V and the outer part of my crease and eyelid. So I'm taking about halfway into the crease. So that's an intense shade right there. Right there, right there. I'm gonna go on a little trip. It's not really a vacation, it's just a trip. I don't know, I need to figure out all the details. But I'm gonna be helping work a summer camp, like a GT Enrichment Band summer camp program, July 15th through 18th, I think. So I need to like confirm with my parents that they will watch my dog for me those days. And then I'm gonna head all the way back down to the low country where I used to teach in Ridgeland, South Carolina. And hopefully I'm thinking I can have a little reunion night with the teachers that I work with there, a few of them. Have a little reunion dinner, at least just the music teachers, which I'm going to be staying with one of the music teachers. She's the middle school band director. And then hopefully invite a few other teachers, like if they're available, they can we can all meet up at a restaurant and just reminisce on the old days, catch up, you know. And then one of the nights I want to kind of reunite with some of my Ulta girls that I used to work with. Most of them don't even work there anymore, but we still keep in contact via social media. I would love to go out with them maybe one night, go out. But the thing is, I'm going during the week, and you know, most people don't really go out weekdays. So I don't know. I'm wiping off the darker shade, going back into clay, our transition shade. I'm gonna blend around the edges. Blend around the edges. All right, so you see we have that depth, that dimension. And now we're gonna go on the lid with Amazon Basin. Ooh, it's so soft. Just like this brown, bronzy shimmer. Ooh, that is so pretty. Wow, that's intense. Whoa, I was not expecting that much intensity. It's such a pretty silver, gold, bronzy shade, glittery shade. So pretty, so intense. I'm just applying that with my finger. Wow, that's so pretty. Wow. That impact is amazing. And it blends really, really easy. It's very soft, very buttery, very smooth. I mean, Colorblind has really high quality eyeshadows, yo. Just high quality products in general, because I have some of their lippies too. This is really pretty. This is more of a cool tone shade. The brown is very cool tone. Clay is warm tone, but I feel like this lid shade is more cool tone. And that deeper, darker brown matriarch that we use is also, it's on the cool tone side, definitely. So I'll try and kind of step out. Sorry, my voice. Trying to step out of my cover zone a little bit and go for some colors that I normally wouldn't go for, but then they didn't show up as I thought they would. But this is really pretty. Going back into matriarch now to add some more of that dark brown. To blend. So pretty. All right. Let's do the inner corner and lower lash line. I'm gonna use the same colors that I already have on. My little favorite brush is dirty. I use it for some other looks. So I'm just gonna take this little angled brush. I'm gonna go into Amazon Basin, which is that shimmer shade that's on my lid. And using this little brush, I'm gonna apply it to the tear duct area and the lower 1/3 of my lower lash line, or the inner 1/3 of my lower lash line. It's a really soft angle brush, so it's not too hard on this part of my eye. You could also use this kind of brush to cut your crease if you want, because it's really precise and really soft at the same time. That's really pretty. I love the sparkle I'm getting. I'm going to wipe this brush off. I'm going to go now. Hold on, I had to repress this shadow. It is kind of soft. The angle brush kind of messed it up a little bit. Now I'm going to go back into matriarch, that dark brown, and put that on the outer 2/3 of my lower lash line. It's going to come off really, really, really pigmented because I'm using an angle brush, almost like a liner. I'm kind of blending the two in the middle. I have no idea what time it is. I because she gets off work at 5. And she hasn't texted me or anything, so I'm doing good, I guess, with time. But you know me, I gotta go check. And if y'all have been talking to me, I have not been paying attention to the screen because I've been doing my makeup. Oh yeah. I'm doing great with time. It's just literally like a little bit past 4, so we're doing good. Because she will be there by probably like 5:20, 5:30. She gets off at 5 usually. All right, so this is the eye look. Lovely that it came out super simple. 3 eyeshadows. This is kind of like my go-to technique to really even apply eyeshadow. A transition, a deepening, depth, dimension, adding color, and then like a shiny lid color. That's like my go-to. I really like the way this eye look turned out. Super pretty. Just gonna go back to the blending brush with whatever's on it. I'm just gonna blend out the outer portion just a little bit more. I feel like it looks a little harsh. So I'm just gonna go over that area. There we go. I'm not gonna do any eyeliner. I'm just gonna go in with mascara. Using my Essence Lash Princess. Yeah. Let's mix this with the CoverGirl. No, the CoverGirl is waterproof. Is this the waterproof one? Yeah, I don't want to wear waterproof because it's so hard to get off. I only have 4 mascaras open right now that I actually use on my eyes, which is good for me. I'm just trying to make sure that I like pan them and use them up. I'm gonna mix 2 of the Essence ones, the pink one and the purple one. Y'all have seen me do this before. The green one is my favorite though still of all the Essence mascaras I've tried. I think in the middle of July though, I'm gonna switch all my mascaras over and open new ones. I need to like do a specific date, honestly. I try to. I don't want to do July 1st. I thought that's too soon. Okay, August 1st, I'm going to switch out all my mascaras so I can keep track of when I need to replace them and open new ones. I feel like this whole wet look, I might change the subject so abruptly. This whole wet look thing is basically just a more tame wash and go for me. That's basically all it is, in my opinion. I wish I had like little hairpins I could put in. Like Ulta has so many cute ones. I might literally stop by Ulta on my way to where I'm going to get some because they're so cute. They have like the cutest bobby pins that have like crystals and stuff on them, especially if I'm going to wear my hair like this for a while, which I plan to. I'm going to get even more. I have a few. Oh no, I didn't get any bobby pins. I got the little swirl thingies. They have the cutest selection of like fashion bobby pins that have crystals, that have pearls, that have silver finishes, gold finish, rose gold, whatever you can really think of. And they're so cute. I think that'd be so fun to add a few like on the sides. Oh, I'm just thinking about it. I'm like, that's so cute in my mind. I think I'm gonna go pick up some. But I'll leave a little bit early, or I can stop by. I don't know if this Ulta, I don't know if the Ulta I'm gonna go to, the one that's actually closest to where I live, has the selection that we have at my Ulta though, because I'm the one who put them out on the actual like display. So I know all the different kind that we have at mine. I don't know, this other Ulta I had 2 negative experiences at as well. It's like I don't really be trying to go in there. I just like to go to the one that I work at. But it's okay. I don't get scared. I ain't never scared. I will say the stylist I had at this Ulta, this one closest to my house, she did do, I feel like, a better job of straightening my hair. Like, she got it straighter than the lady who did it the last time. But yeah, after she like triple booked me, I don't want to go back to her, and I'll just stick with the lady I have, which I don't even plan on really getting my hair straightened like that anymore. I don't know, I'm kind of over it. Like, I've seen it, and I'll probably just wait till it gets way longer to do that again, or until, well, I'm gonna start trimming my own hair. I'm gonna order some professional shears, because using regular scissors is not really good for your hair. It can kind of make the situation worse. Right now my ends are still very fresh and like very healthy and coily, but I know that I'm gonna need to trim them probably in the next 2 to 3 months. They're gonna need to be trimmed again, and I can tell from how hard it is for me to detangle, because my hair does not really get tangled. Like, my hair is pretty easy, to be honest. I just get lazy and I get bored. I run out of things to do with it. I'm also trying to reduce the amount of like tension I apply to my hair, so I don't want to keep like pulling it back into low ponytails, which is like one of my go-tos, or pulling it up into a high puff, which is also one of my go-tos, because it's out of my face, it's quick, it's easy, and it doesn't need to be like restyled every day. Like, I just literally take off the bonnet and go. And those are the kind of styles I like, so I'm like, I really should just get braids. Or I might become like a head wrap princess and almost look like I'm a hijabi and just keep my hair covered in head wraps continuously, so I don't have to worry about actually like styling. I can just moisturize and put it away and just wear really cute head wraps. But that means I have to invest in some fabric, which I literally might do. I'm literally thinking about just always wearing head wraps. Or maybe doing a week of head wraps a month. I really want to think about, like, rethink my whole like hair regimen to make it a little bit easier for me and my lifestyle. Well, me and my laziness, really. It's what it is. Since it's the summer though, I like to have my hair, I like to have fun with it, because I have the time to do all that fun stuff. Like, I haven't put any temporary like eyeshadow hair coloring in it or anything, but I really want to do that. I might even order all that temporary hair gel dye stuff that people are using. So I think that's fun to add color, but you can do the same thing with eyeshadow, which I've done in the past. You just want to use cheap eyeshadow that you don't really like or enjoy. So I'm just layering up the mascaras to get the maximum volume and impact and fullness. So pretty. Love, love, love. So those are the lashes. I really love the way this eye look came out. It's very sultry. It's giving me sultry palette vibes. I could have probably done the same look with the sultry palette. I might do this look more often as a go-to. It's so funny because yesterday I had my hair, I didn't put any gel in it, and I just had it, let it like basically organically air dry. And then today my hair is like super tamed. I think it's really funny because my hair has changed so much in the past 2 weeks because of all the hair fails I've had lately. I just think it's funny. It's like every time the people at church have seen me, my hair has literally been different, like noticeably different. I think that'd be so cute if I put little hair clips here. It's like, where am I going? Nowhere, just to have lunch with Jackie. My hair is really soft too, like it's not hard. That gel does not make your hair hard. The Eco Style Cannabis Sativa Oil, Olive Oil, Black Castor Oil Gel. Such a long name. Love it, love it, love it. All right. All that we have left are the lippin'. Auf Deutsch, die Lippen. I had to wipe off my nose ring. There we go. And I think I'm just going to do gloss and lip liner. We're going to use something else that is not available in stores at Ulta, I don't think, from the ColourPop and Shayla collab. I ordered her liner, her lippy pencil in BFF4. I really like this. So I'm going to line my lips with this. This pimple needs to go away. It's so annoying. I hate when I get pimples like anywhere on my nose or like right next to my mouth. I hate those. And also on my forehead, which I have one that's kind of going away. Those are the 3 places where I hate it. Oh, and right next to my ear. Those are the 4 places I hate it the most. Like if there's one on my chin or like on my cheek, I'm like, argh. But oh, in the brow, that also sucks. I just gave you 5 different places I hate the most, but this really annoys me. This thing just glide on so good. Fill it in a little bit. Oh, did you hear? I hear her like sniffing or scratching. Something. Nola June, what you doing, mama? Nola June. All right. Lips are lined. My bottom lip is so pink. People ask me, like, I've gotten questions about it. I'm like, it's just how my lips are. So I ordered the Pat McGrath Labs Mini Lust Glosses. This is their trio. The Skin Show Warm versions, and it has Flesh 4, Bronze Temptation, and Flesh Fantasy. I just wanted to support Pat because she's black and her products are good. I love 2 of her palettes that I have. I have 2 of the $125 palettes, but I only got them during the sale with the 20% off coupon. But yeah, I'm going to try out her glosses. Never used them before. And I'm going to use Flesh 4, which is the deepest one, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Looks super pretty. Looks like this. I'm excited. Ooh. That is really pretty. Really smooth. And it also has a little bit of a tastes good. There's a little bit of like a mentholy feel, like a little bit of a tingle, but not a lot. Like the slightest, like barely any. Ooh, Nola, you okay, girl? You got gas? Sit. Sit. Good girl. Why are your eyes so red? You were sleeping? Did I wake you up? Were you sleeping? Were you running in your sleep? That's the sound I heard on the couch. Sweet girl. You look tired. All we've been doing today is sleeping, so she shouldn't be tired. But this is the finished look with the wet look hair, which is still drying. It's drying pretty well now. The ends are pretty dry. There's Nola. She's trying to join the video. Let me show her to y'all. There she is. Yeah, and then the makeup. Tried a few new products, a throwback product. I really like this look. I'm gonna show y'all in the natural light, and then I'm gonna walk my dog and then get dressed and get these, hopefully get the hair bobby pins, like fashion bobby pins I was just telling y'all about that are at Ulta. and then go have my dinner with Jackie and go to Bible class. It's gonna be a great day, great evening. So here I am in natural light. You can see the drastic difference between my chest and my neck and my face, but that's okay. Because just down here never gets any sun. All right, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, hanging out with me. I hope you learned from the way I did my whole little like wet look hair situation. And y'all will see it tomorrow once it's actually dry. It's still drying. I would say it's about 50% dry total. The ends are dry, so, and like the outer layers dry, but on the inside, the underneath layers are still very much wet. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Let y'all say hi to Nola. Say hi, Nola. She's like, nah, bruh. And peace out. On that note, goodbye. Enjoy your evening and have a, what day is it? A thankful Thursday if I don't make a video tomorrow. Have a thankful Thursday.